Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're exploring the powerful and transformative journey of going no contact. This is a path that a lot of people find themselves on at some point, whether it's after a breakup, a friendship fallout, or the end of a complicated relationship. Going no contact isn't about revenge or games. It's about reclaiming your energy, setting boundaries, and ultimately rediscovering yourself. So let's dive into the 7 stages of going no contact, a journey toward empowerment and self-respect. The first stage is shock and silence. This is when you initially decide to cut off all communication with this person. It might be harder than you expected because you're used to them being there in some form or another. The silence can feel loud, almost unbearable. You'll catch yourself looking at your phone, waiting for notifications that aren't coming. There's a void where their presence used to be. But remember, this is a critical starting point. The silence you're feeling is the space you need to begin healing. Think of this stage as the initial leap into a new chapter, even if it feels strange and unsettling. Next, we enter the craving for contact stage. After the initial shock, you start feeling the urge to reach out. Maybe you want to text them or see what they're up to online. It's like a craving, an itch that's hard to ignore. You might even feel that by reaching out, you'll get some closure or that things will go back to normal. But here's the truth. This craving is more about breaking a habit than about the person themselves. You're craving the comfort of familiarity, not necessarily the person you're leaving behind. This stage is about learning to sit with that discomfort and not give in to the impulse to reconnect. Then we come to the doubt and temptation stage. This one's tricky because this is where self-doubt sets in. You start questioning whether no contact is worth it, if it's even making a difference. Thoughts like, what if they don't care, or maybe they've already moved on can creep in, making you second-guess your decision. This is where you need to remind yourself why you're doing this. You didn't go no contact to punish them. You did it to protect and prioritize yourself. Breaking no contact would just reset the clock. Stick with it. Remember, you're working toward peace, not proving a point. As you continue, you'll face the emotional overload stage. This is often the most intense part. All the emotions that you may have been avoiding or suppressing start surfacing. You might feel sad, angry, nostalgic, or even lonely. Memories flood back, and it can feel overwhelming. But this stage is actually where growth happens. You're processing your emotions instead of escaping them, and that's powerful. The emotional overload isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're starting to let go of what no longer serves you. Embrace these emotions. They're part of your healing process, not obstacles in your way. After weathering that storm, you reach the acceptance stage. By now, the silence isn't as unsettling, and the urge to reach out has lessened. You're starting to accept the reality of the situation. You might not have all the answers, and that's okay. You're learning that closure doesn't come from them, it comes from you. This stage is about finding peace with a situation, accepting that you can't control what they do or how they feel. You're releasing the desire to change or fix things, and that acceptance is freeing. It's a powerful moment when you realize you're okay, even without them. Next up is the rebuilding stage. Now the focus shifts away from them entirely, and it's all about you. Instead of waiting for their call or thinking about the what-ifs, you're investing that energy into yourself. You're picking up hobbies, making new connections, setting goals, and rediscovering the things that bring you joy. You're creating a life that feels whole on its own. This stage is where you realize that the happiness you once sought in them can be found within yourself. You're not just moving on, you're building something new, something that they no longer define. Finally, we arrive at the transformation stage. You've gone through the challenges, processed the emotions, and reclaimed your life. Now, you're not the same person who began this journey. You're stronger, more confident, and more self-assured. You've created a version of yourself that's whole and doesn't need validation from anyone else. At this point, whether they reach out or not doesn't matter because you're in control of your happiness. You're no longer defined by what was lost, but by what you've gained in the process. This transformation is the ultimate freedom. It's not about forgetting them. It's about remembering who you are and what you deserve. So that's the journey of going no contact. 7 stages that take you from shock and silence to total transformation. Each stage is a step toward reclaiming your independence and embracing the strength that's always been within you. Going no contact isn't easy, but it's worth it because it allows you to rediscover your value and reset your boundaries. If this journey resonates with you, remember that you're not alone. Going no contact is a path many people take to grow, heal, and become the best versions of themselves. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If this video helped you, or if you're on your own no-contact journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected for more content on self-growth, healing, and personal empowerment. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward on your journey.